it foggy outside. All the planes have been grounded. Ain't the fire inside? Let's all go stand around it. Funny, I've been there, and you've been here. We ain't had no time to drink that beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sandman podcast. I am your host, Brian W. Tosh, joined as always by our resident hack checker, Oliver Fullington.
Yep.
Our producer and co-host, El Hilo del Hack, Tyler Fullington. And the man whose stories got stories, the hardcore icon. He's got 99 problems, but bananas ain't one. The Sandman Hack.
Dude, I am so right now. Dude, I got some dabs in me before the show here. I'm feeling good. But the first thing I want to talk about is the way the Phillies lost last night in the bottom of the ninth with an in-the-park home run. Last time it happened was 1945. I heard earlier today.
Jeez, I wasn't up for it.
Oh no, that was somebody who opened the game with a home run. That happened yesterday too. The dude from Pittsburgh.
No, athletics.
Athletics, whatever.
Yeah.
That happened in 1945 the last time, but and then who knows? There's probably been a couple more than that.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was watching.
Wow, what a crazy play.
I was watching the athletics game and there's a crazy carom off the wall. The dude's leading off first batter. It was the bottom of the first, so it wasn't the first batter, but first batter for them. Lead off inside the park home run, and then I'm
easy.
I'm
easy.
wondering to myself if that's ever happened. And then obviously later I'm watching the Phillies game and a 3-run walk-off inside the park home run happens. I'm like, dude.
Ridiculous.
That's the cool thing about baseball, though, is the history is so long that sometimes these things happen, and there's so many games, so many things, different endings.
So many games.
And the history and the stats of baseball are definitely the best of any sport.
Let's just think about how many games have been played since 1945. So let's say 80 years. Let's say there's 30 games. There's 30 teams, but only half the games because they each play each other. 30 times, that's 2,400 a year. So that's 80 times 24, that's 16,000 games.
It's more than that, I think.
It's right around there. I'm pretty good with my numbers.
Well, it's 162 games.
Yeah, but it's only half of that because teams play each other.
Okay, I know.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not 162 because half of them are against somebody else.
You're right. Yeah.
So it's 80 times 2,400, 500.
It's a ton of games, and it's like,
oh yeah, 20. It's 24,000. I think now that I just because I forgot about the 500 because you got to do that many freaking 500s.
I feel like this is Scott Steiner.
Carry the one. Carry the one. Yeah, I'm there. Carry the one. Yeah, you got that.
Yeah, hack math right there. No, he's usually a good math guy. I'll give him that. He's a numbers guy.
No, it was just crazy that happened in the A's game, and I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Or two in one day.
And then it happened in the Phillies game on the other end, and I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, 2 in one day probably never has happened before.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I was sleeping, but I saw it this morning, and I was disgusted.
That's crazy shit, dude.
I decided to go to bed before the 9th inning like a jackass. I'm like, all right, Phillies are going to close this one out.
Not with Little Dicky on the
Go to sleep.
No, Little Dicky. Oh, God. Get Bird. I'm so tired of his ass. I'll take him to the airport.
Yeah, Jeff Hoffman at top 4 in the MLB in saves right now.
I know, but then, Ollie, I understand why we're salty about that, but, from year to year...
I know, but what was the reason to get rid of him?
It was a money thing,
I know he didn't pitch great in it, but the dude was fucking awesome.
No, there was something wrong. There was
in the clubhouse or something.
No, there was something up with his medicals. They didn't think his elbow or his shoulder or something wasn't. They thought that was going to be a chronic an issue. That's why he wasn't pitching before we signed him. He had injury issues, and then when Bryce got hurt, he ended up just being the one that was pitching to Bryce in spring training during the middle of the year.
Him, correct?
Yeah. Bryce went up to the fucking higher ups and was like, I don't know why this guy's not signed, but we should sign him. and like that's how he got on the team. But yeah, something was up with his medicals where a couple teams like didn't look at him. So
Just really
it
hurts
is what
right
it is.
now.
Dude, at the end of the day, Alvarado's the one that screwed him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
like-
And if we get him back in September when he comes back, I mean,
I wouldn't even use him
Yeah, I kind of wouldn't either because
unless it was like a.
What are you kidding me?
Well, he
No,
doesn't-
you don't
I
deserve to
want
play.
anybody to suck up some innings right there.
No, I'm saying unless it was like a game out of reach or whatever. But I'm not like putting him in the back end thing because you can't do that because when you go into the playoffs, you're not going to have him.
he's not trusted.
Yeah, I understand that, but I will guarantee you, once there's guys that have, let's take how many starters will are three great guys that have sub two ERAs right now. They're all going to need a break or two now and then. You know what I mean? That guy will be back in mid-August. He could probably get 10 starts in before the end of the season.
Well, he's a relief
Alvarado's
pitcher.
not a
relief
starter.
pitcher.
He's a relief pitcher.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean,
basically, he was kind of supposed to be our closer.
he was supposed to be our
Really?
closer.
Like,
kinda.
He's nasty.
He's got the best stuff out of the bullpen on the team.
I
mean,
could
think.
never really trust him just because he can't throw consistent strikes. He would walk people.
Make him a long reliever.
But he was our best reliever at the end of the day. So
Yeah, I think the team is just missing something with their lineup. Their lineup is soft. I mean, the starting pitching has been fantastic this year, but the lineup.
Unreal.
I know today they blew up. But
JT's been hitting. Marsh has been hitting.
Trey's been hitting. Trey's been hitting.
we know
I've heard
that.
this question a lot.
He's leading the league.
They've been bouncing it back like on the radio, and it's like, would you rather get a pitcher at the deadline or a bat? So
yeah, bat, absolutely. I think we're pitching. I'll take our chance with the bullpen.
No, I need a bullpen arm.
I'm there with Ty. We need a bullpen. I
Dude,
mean, I don't
the
love our bat
We need
situation.
both.
But we need
the
a
back
bullpen
end
arm.
of the back end of our lineup cannot hit playoff fucking pitching.
I know, but how many people?
That's three
how
dead
many,
outs.
How many
That's
people's
why
lineups
Schwarber
can?
leads off so many goddamn innings, like 2-3 times a game. He'll lead off because they're automatic outs with with some of them guys we got back
Well,
there.
Trey
know, but
Turner's
how-
in front of him.
I know, but how many other lineups? Every other
No, that
lineup's
was
the
last
same
year, I'm
the
sorry.
same way.
But Schwarber was leading.
The
Yeah.
bottom three in every other lineup in the playoffs at the end is the same.
We need both. We need both. But if I had to choose, it'd be both because if my starting pitching goes 7-8 innings, I need to know that we're going to close that game out,
Right.
and I'll take my chances.
Right.
Like, because your starting pitching's so good, I will. If we don't end up I need that game to be closed out. You know what I'm saying?
I know what
Like,
you're
I
saying,
can't,
and we haven't even had Noah.
Yeah, also our pitching was so great in June also before we went to Europe, and then what happened to our pitching the end of the year then?
Yeah,
we
after-
can't count on our pitching, dude. We need a bat.
Well, you can count on Wheeler. Wheeler's an absolute stud. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, can we
he's-
count on Noah like we used to be able to?
No, I don't think
You know
we
what I'm
can.
saying?
Who
But
knows? I mean, who knows? He could have been hurt this year.
I mean, obviously he's still
I know,
not
but
playing,
some of these other guys, I can't freaking count on anybody.
Listen,
just
I
'cause
agree.
you're
I
pitching
think
good
we
in
need
June.
a bat as well. But if you tied
I
me
know,
down and
one
said
or the
which,
other, I
and said
know.
which one, I would go bullpen.
it's such a long season. They've been 500 the last month or so, so it's kind of a little frustrating for us. And I mean, they're still in
Yeah,
first place.
just because we haven't been scored. We've had the best freaking top 4 pitchers in the freaking league, or 3 in the top 10 in All-Star voting or whatever, but we can't hit the ball.
Yeah, as we're recording this is on July 9th. I think the Phillies are a
We
half
can't hit the
game
ball.
up.
We're not playing against playoff teams
Right.
half the time.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating, pretty good season though. I mean, for a team that's like playing like 580 ball, like the Phillies are, where it's like okay,
There were
still-
15 games over 500.
I know, but it's still a little frustrating because you're like, we need to get a championship out of this core now because that window is closing.
The window's closed. The window closed.
Do you think it closed, Hack?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I still have some optimism because it's baseball. When you get to the playoffs, weird things happen. and
there's been
random-
a lot of Toronto's won 10 games, and they got a 4-game lead on the Yankees now in
Yes.
that division. Where
Yeah.
Cleveland took a
Yeah, but
shit.
Yankee lost 5 or 6
Yankees
or
are
7
going
in a row.
downhill.
Something.
Cleveland's lost a a couple in a row. They've gone downhill.
Yeah, they have.
they're a couple. They're 5 games under 500. I think
Tigers are leading that division right now.
Tigers are best record in baseball, I
yeah.
believe.
Tigers are playing really good ball.
You think
And,
Cal Raleigh's going to challenge Bonds?
No, but he's
He's
a
got
beast.
37 or
He's a
something.
I
beast,
saw
man.
Bonds had 39 at the All-Star break during his big home run season, and Raleigh's
Yeah, we
got
were just
36.
watching
He's
that.
got 6 games left.
His 73
Oh, that's
season.
a kid.
So.
Yeah, he's got-
Yeah, what's Judge have? 3 less
He's
than that
got
dude?
Yeah, he's
He's
got a couple
close.
less.
And,
Okay.
and
Three less.
Otani's at 32. He just hit his
Freaking
32nd
Ohtani.
against
He's
Milwaukee the other
amazing.
day.
He's amazing. I hate
He
the
is a
Dodgers.
beast.
I hate them and their deferring money. I hate those bastards.
Yeah, so there's a lot of interesting things going on with teams losing and winning. You know, with the trade deadline, like it's
well, with the 7 teams now too, it's like you're not going to see a lot of
People that want to
sellers.
get rid of people right now. That's the problem.
There's not that many
people still feel like they're in it.
Right, because you are. There's 7 teams make the playoffs. I mean, it's like, it's a lot easier to get in now than it used to be. So with that 3rd wild card team, so I don't know.
if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to try and steal Mason Miller and Brent Rooker from the Athletics, and just give them whatever.
Give him Miller. I
Every
don't care.
prospect we have, give him Crawford.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Crawford's probably the guy. I mean,
Well, they're saying the only reason why Crawford's not up here is because they don't want to bring him up and him not do good, because right now he's at the highest value that we can get for moving him right
Well, it's
now.
kind of like Abel.
yeah.
Even though I think Abel still, even though he had a couple rocky starts, I still think he's got trade value. But it definitely did knock it a little bit.
Yeah,
it was like a mid-tier prospect.
I'd
He's not
rather
like a
have
top.
trouble
Right.
at first and then be better. Not start out great and then they figure you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The league figures you out quick.
Well, that's our bitching about our baseball club for the week here.
Yeah, really.
This week on the show, we watched 3 episodes of ECW on Sci Fi, episods 3,
It was
4,
actually
and 5.
refreshing.
You liked it, Hack, huh? I did too. I enjoyed these shows too. I had
Just because Kelly was on each
yeah, I
one.
think that's that's probably why.
And he got the double dose, Kelly and Candace.
Oh
on the
yeah,
one.
yeah, the Kelly and the Candace. God, they
Or
were
the
just-
Chippendale.
Yeah,
I
well,
forgot,
we'll get
I
to
forgot
that.
about Candace
We'll
Michelle,
get to,
man.
we'll get to all that. I mean, yeah, seriously, she's a complete beauty. The first episode 3, was from Roanoke, Virginia. Any memories of these shows starting off, Hack? Like when you guys were with ECW on the road? Or
No, dude, there was so many. I don't remember a lot of this shit. There's so much of it I don't remember, and it wasn't that long ago.
I know we've talked about this
It's only
before.
like freaking 15, 16, 17 years ago.
We've talked about this before, but like your expectations for this run in WWE, you never had like, the pie in the sky expectations. You kind of just were taking it for what it was and
Yeah,
enjoying the
money.
ride. And
Get your
enjoying the
get your
money.
money and get out.
And
Yeah.
getting the money and getting out. They're like, look at what you did on these 3 shows to think that you were making a wonderful salary for doing.
Yeah,
nothing.
what was your opening salary for that? Like 120 or 100 or
I don't remember.
Yeah, okay.
Before we
you were making like
No, right away it was only 75.
Oh,
But
wow.
then, like 6 months later, then I got Johnny to bump me up to like 125 or 150.
yeah, you were making like $1,000 a minute for your work.
Well, they knew I wasn't a match, dude. I'm
know.
not a match.
And you
I'm a
did-
segment.
And you didn't take a bump on any of these shows. It's
the
like
greatest thing ever,
it's-
not having a match.
it's like-
Literally.
but I just imagine you, knowing you, how antsy and aggravated you must have been at being at the backstage at these buildings for hours and hours and hours just to have this one little segment.
Well, see, it's not that bad because I'm with my friends.
This is the time
It's
you.
ECW. I got a lot
Okay.
of friends there, so that's easy time.
So the
it's
ti-
way different when you're at Raw and none of those guys are there.
So 8
You ready
months,
to
a year
slice
later
your
from
wrists.
now is when you started to really dislike it.
Yeah, I hated
Well, and
it.
you got to be at the building at like 1 p.m.
Yeah.
And you're not,
12,
and then
it's-
like we were
it's
talking
horrible.
beforehand, ECW was went after SmackDown, so you had to wait all the way through the SmackDown show, and then you
Oh, that's
finally
right. I
got
forgot about that.
Yeah, so like
Yeah, it
you
was
got-
brutal. It's a 12-hour day minimum.
Right, and
Just
the
at
travel.
the show.
And the travel.
Yeah, that's just at the building.
Right, so then your travel afterwards, either before the show or after, I mean, both maybe, and then you're going to another town sometimes, you're working
It's
house
brutal.
shows.
Well, people don't understand. It's
yeah,
hard.
rent the car.
Like, dude,
drive.
imagine
It's a hard
doing all that
part
and
of-
just sitting and catering the whole time. Like Hack brings up, like people that don't even get used on the show, and you still have to do that shit.
Right, it's
And you're there
taxing.
for 12 hours.
And all the little, like, political elements of it and all.
Yeah, all the people that you have to like talk to.
Did you feel like at the time in this, when you guys were brought in, did you feel like you guys were, I mean, you already knew a lot of the talent that was in WWE, but did you feel
They
like,
weren't happy that we were there. They weren't happy being on our show. I can guarantee you that.
okay, I know you said like you're cool with show and stuff, and
Yeah.
but like, did you feel like you guys were accepted by the WWE locker room, or like, not really? No.
No, why would they? Why would they? You're taking a fucking. They don't know. They're taking a job. They don't know how long this ECW thing's gonna last, But there might be 10 of those guys that they keep out of that, and that could be a job that they could take of yours if you're on Raw or whatever.
So there's the politics
There's
behind
always
it all.
somebody there to take your job, dude. That's how they think about it.
Next man up kind of thing, and everybody's
That's how they think, dude. Somebody
People
can
are-
take your job.
people are protective of their spots
Yeah.
too. You know, television time and all that. So
Yeah, you better.
I remember
frickin'
being
believe it.
at a show the one time, and I was sitting there. I guess Hack was back in the locker room, and I was out, you know, in the crowd or whatever, watching SmackDown, and it was like brutal at that point. SmackDown stunk, and I remember coming back to Hack, and I was like, I can't watch that shit anymore out there. And Hack was like, looked at me and was like, like, 'cause he was like, you don't know who's in the bathroom. Listen, like, you know, like he's like giving me the like, yo, shut up.
gotta watch
like,
it. Yeah, you gotta watch what
This
you
isn't
say.
this
yeah.
isn't the ECW locker room, dude. Like, yeah, like.
So you couldn't be yourself. You know,
Right, it was
ultimately.
almost
I
like
didn't talk much in that Raw locker room.
Why would
at
you? You
all.
can only lose, you know, a lot or something.
yeah,
negative.
pretty much. It's a lose.
Yeah. So this show started off with Sabu taking on Roadkill, and man, this was like, I love this match for an action-packed start of a show.
For 3.5 minutes.
This was a car,
557.
dude, for a car crash match, a little match like this. I absolutely love this. I thought for an opener, the difference is, we were talking about this a little bit before the show too. Is Ollie was saying he wished the shows were longer, like 2-hour shows. I like an old school 1-hour television of wrestling television.
But it goes the rest of the night. You're seeing like enhancement matches.
Yes,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything's a quick freaking stop, really.
pretty much. Yeah, they're-
Everything's test. Couple minutes stop, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Sabu, couple minute freaking stop.
Well, it's kinda like-
Dreamer gets stopped by 2 guys and by Show twice, by Test too. You know what I mean?
Well, it seemed like it was like come out hot, bullshit, main event.
pretty much.
You know, like start off hot, bullshit.
Yeah, the main event was more than all the rest of the wrestling on the show combined.
Yes,
Right, yeah.
You know what I
for
mean?
all three of
Yeah.
these shows. So that's the
The main events were long.
that's the blueprint of these shows: is 2 short matches, 1 long main event, and a lot of vignettes and backstage stuff in between to try
Yeah.
to get some guys some camera time. So this match, I liked it for what it was. I thought Sabu's offense was great. He almost died on a dive while Roadkill.
And that wasn't even Roadkill. That was Sabu. I don't know what the fuck.
He was
just
like,
short.
It looked like he was in between, like just doing like the front flip or like a regular just springboard, and he did. And I don't know why he just wouldn't do the front flip he always does.
I don't know either.
Still got to catch him a little bit better. He was right in front of you. His back's touching your stomach.
I thought he did a pretty
His back's
decent
touching
job.
your stomach, dude. You got to catch him better. But his shoulder didn't. It looked bad the first way they showed it.
Looked like
but
he landed right on his head.
Then when they showed the replay, his shoulder didn't even touch the ground really hard. So
Yeah.
it wasn't as bad as it looked at first.
Sabu, Roadkill was working on it, like setting up a table on the outside, and then Sabu just absolutely kills him through the table.
Yeah, that was good.
That was cool. No, the finish
I
was...
liked him using the camel clutch too, like an homage to his uncle.
Love
So
that.
did I.
And Joey put that over too. Joey was referencing the original Sheik a couple times on commentary.
Well, and because Sabu doesn't have like a finisher, but
No.
like for him going into like WWE's ECW now, like people can resonate with that now
Right.
as like a finisher. Like, okay, that's his, you know.
And
Absolutely.
and instead of being just a rest hold, which a lot of times we see a camel clutch, guys are just using it as a rest hold. Sabu really torqued back on it the first time, and especially the second time with the chair. So it looked kind of brutal.
Well, the thing is, he ain't a real bendable dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
I mean, God, that dude's about as flexible as a piece of concrete.
I always liked Roadkill though too. He had a really nice.
Stiff.
He had a really nice elbow drop off the second rope.
He used
which
to
I liked.
stick the shit out of me. I was like, hey,
Dude.
like kick the shit
Oh my
out of
God!
me.
Yeah, he would give you that snap mare, and they come up behind you. Oh my God! It didn't matter who you were getting your
Oh
back.
yeah, I was 8 years old, dude. He would beat the piss out of me. I was like,
He
dude,
was stiff.
I can't really give a star rating.
He was. I remember him being stiff for time.
I can't really give star ratings for some of these squash matches, but for a 5-minute match, like this is a 4-star for me. Like,
There's a lot of action in there.
yeah, I enjoyed the shit out of this one. Any thoughts on this, Ollie?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can really throw a star on it, but I mean, as far as an opening ECW match goes, especially like something airing on like Sci Fi or like under the WWE brand, I mean, I don't think you could get really much better as an opening match.
Yeah, Hack. What did you think on this one?
No, for what it is, it was great.
Yeah,
Too bad the crowd was just horrible.
Yeah,
You
they
guys
were kinda-
noticed that this crowd was dead
So
the
dead.
whole show.
So dead.
Even with they got up a little bit more for. Well, we'll talk about that later. But the crowd was dead.
Yeah, not a
Oh
good
my
crowd.
God! Thank God the second show was at the arena. You know what I mean? Because people watching or is into it a lot is what the crowd's into it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And if
they needed to start in Philadelphia.
you're absolutely right, it was
You know
not.
what I mean? That crowd was dead.
Yeah, and to
Horrible.
Ty's point earlier about when you taped this ECW show, especially if they like sat through a SmackDown taping, like the crowd's going to be 2 hours in, they're not going to be as energetic and up,
Yeah,
and
it's
especially if some of the bigger stars were on that first show. So like if they've already seen an Undertaker or whoever, now you got to see Sabu and Roadkill. And as much as I like those guys,
Like, yeah, or like Mike Knox versus Danny Doring.
Right,
Like,
they're
you know,
not-
like how up are you getting? for
Right,
that?
they're not the big
If you
stars.
just watch Cena Orton main event SmackDown.
right? So Ty, any thoughts on this match?
I thought it was awesome. Like
Yeah.
for what it was, like an opener. Like if I'm flicking through the channels and I'm not like a regular wrestling fan, I would keep watching after I saw that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So super entertaining for
Yeah.
sure.
Up next on the show was Big Show taking on Tommy Dreamer. Big Show in ECW. Like I know you said that you were friendly with him and everything, and
Oh, we were boys. Yeah.
was he? Did he view it as like a demotion to go to ECW, or was he excited for the opportunity? You think? Because
Well, he probably felt that way, but it is what it is, dude. You know what I mean? There was times guys have told me where Vince McMahon has browbeaten him in front of the whole locker room a couple of times because of his shit work or whatever it was. You know what I mean? So
I always,
he probably but the business is the business.
yeah,
I was just gonna say, I'd imagine he understood what was going on. You know,
Well, you got hey Kurt. You think Kurt Angle was happy being there?
no.
right. I think Big Show was probably more understanding than Kurt was.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and
Well, because Kurt was more of what I mean. Because Show's more of one of our kind of guy, our guy. You know what I mean?
Well,
He's
not
one
only
of the
that,
boys.
but he's kind of like he's not like an attraction, but if
he should have been. They didn't use him as one, but he should have been.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I kind of feel like his thing, kind of because it's not a worker, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he
But-
could work, dude. I was impressed with Big Show's
No,
work
I'm
a
just
lot.
saying,
yeah.
like that's not like he knows what his limitations are. You know, he's not going out there and being like, "Oh, you put me on ECW because you know I can fucking out wrestle anybody." You know,
Right,
like
right.
a Kurt would.
Yeah, but he was on. But you got to understand, he's on like a 20-year guarantee or something at this point.
It was a long deal. I think it might have been
in the middle of
expired
that
at this
long
point.
ass deal.
Hey,
Whatever
so he's
it
probably like,
was.
"Fuck it."
He signed
A job's a job. It doesn't matter where the hell you're at.
when Vince got him to jump from WCW. He signed a 10-year deal for I want to say it was over $1 million each year, and WWE got very upset with him pretty quickly into that deal of his weight and different things.
Told you Vince
they
would
sa-
fucking plaster him in front of all the boys.
and they didn't push him right. They always he was never utilized right. I feel like in WWE at times he was, but there was a lot of stop
Nah,
and start pushes.
WCW used him right.
Yeah,
when
they-
they threw him off that building. That's when they used him right.
Yeah, they should have done that more.
They didn't use him right either, but I love Big Show, man. I love Show, man. This match was pretty much just a complete squash, like you said, a stomp. They're really trying to get over Big Show's new finisher of the Cobra Clutch Slam backbreaker, and he chucked Dreamer. I mean, seriously,
Dude.
what a strong guy.
Dude,
He chucked Dreamer.
I can't imagine how strong that dude is.
I can't either. Heck, you've been in the ring with him.
He made Dreamer look like Mama Luke.
Right, I know.
like-
Dreamer's a big dude, and he's not.
That dude is big, dude. He is so big.
Especially back then, like
He's 600 probably right there.
He's actually in
could
pretty
be.
good Big Show shape in this time period.
Yeah.
Like honestly.
Yeah, where him and Van Dam, dude. He had
Yeah.
a great match.
Oh, we'll get to that. But this was just a squash match. It's trying to get Big Show over. Tommy puts him over. Really, not really much to say about this one.
Tommy don't care. Tommy's out. He
How was
cares.
Big Show in the ring, Hack? Like, as far as, like, staff for, like, what he, like,
No.
was he light, like, as a feather? for
Yeah,
a big dude?
he's no problem. Oh, yeah, that finish thing that he gives you, whatever, leg drop, whatever, he don't even touch it. But the chop's the chop.
You got to take it.
Well,
And
his
his back
hand,
was hurt,
his
that's
hand's
the
the
only
size of a fucking frying pan.
It's fucking
and he
weird.
can't
It's a joke.
not kind of lay it in because
It's a
he's the
joke.
Big Show.
Yeah.
I remember
And his back was hurt. I had to take 10 of them.
I remember you saying, that one time where he was like, "Sorry, Hack," like before chopping you, and you're like, "I get it."
I'm like, dude, what else are we going to do? He's like, you're right. Boom.
That's great. That's
We
awesome.
did nothing in that match.
I love Big Show. Up next was a Kurt Angle promo, and he said every day since April
Different,
2nd.
wasn't it?
It was, and he was intense.
It was different. This promo.
It was, and I think that's Paulie coaching him on
He
stuff.
was there.
Maybe that, and I know he's going through a lot of stuff at this time period. You know, Kurt didn't last long in ECW. He was
out of the company pretty shortly after this,
a couple
right?
weeks later, so not long. He had a lot.
He was out of WWE.
Yeah,
and then
that
went
was
to
it.
TNA.
Yeah, he had a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, he had some stuff going on. So,
Kind of looked in the beginning of the Van Dam match.
oh,
So,
well, there you
well, I
go.
was
I
gonna
mean,
say,
that's, yeah, this is a.
So ECW pretty much lost Angle, Van Dam, and Sabu within.
Sabu lasted a little bit. Sabu lasted longer.
Just because of the
No,
them
but it's
getting
just
pulled
like,
over
but it's
thing,
like that Van Dam hit
cursed
that
it.
title thing.
Cursed it.
Fucking yeah.
I mean, it was
squashed everything.
It was already gonna be squashed because of the WWE machine, politics, and everything. Anyway, but the Van Dam stuff just really just fast forwarded that demise.
Well, you could at least the original ECW fans could at least resonate with Van Dam as the champ, and
Totally.
you could hold on to that. As soon as you put it on, like big, you know what I'm saying? Like as soon as you put it on the show, we'll talk about it. Like whatever. Like as soon as that happens, they're probably like, "Well, okay."
Yeah, and you
know,
lose
like-
Angle too, which was
Yeah,
your other.
right.
That was your other big get, and you lose him. Then it's like,
Well, and it seemed like the fans were actually behind like Angle being in ECW.
right? How could you not be? It's Kurt Angle. It's a little bit different, and he's a more intense,
Incredible.
more dialed up. Kurt Angle,
Friend
and
of the show.
I don't know about that. He's smiling. But Angle said every day since April 2nd's been a failure since he hasn't had a belt. And he said he speaks on his it speaks to his family, and he says he's happy on
His
the inside.
kid, he's got to go talk to his kid without a belt.
And he hates himself because he's a champion and he's not a champion. I thought it was a really good promo for what it was. Quick promo and good segment there. Up next on the show was Mike Knox taking on Danny Doring, and Danny's just getting straight jobber treatment.
Yeah, but
already
he
in the
looked
ring.
good.
He did.
did.
Danny
He was
looked
a good
great
shape,
with his
yeah.
glasses, his vest.
He
always wore the Easter egg
Dude,
colors.
Danny could have been a fucking WWE
Yeah.
mid
Yes.
card man. Like that-
Shawn Michaels, he could have been that kind of
like
guy.
with that kind of
Easily.
gimmick, like the pretty boy fucking
Absolutely.
gimmick, man.
Could
How-
work his ass off.
How good did he sell that Knox boot? I mean, he got the most
yeah.
out of that sell for that boot. And like, talk about maximizing your TV time. When he sold that
Dude,
boot,
if you're going to go down, look good going down,
And he
make
did.
the other guy look good. That's your freaking job.
and he really did. He really
Right.
he did.
It's not your job to be pissed and moping doing a job.
No,
Man,
you
it
can
just
look
goes
good.
to
yeah.
show how all the ECW guys.
That's
man,
just
like,
professionalism.
we're so fucking good, and you could put them anywhere to work with anybody, and they could do it.
Yep. The story of this match,
Especially me.
we'll get to you, bud. The story of this match was Kelly Kelly. She was finding some douche in a puka shell necklace to help her unbutton her shirt. Mike Knox was not happy about that, so Knox like pie faced him.
Gave him a good shove.
Yeah,
That
he
dude
did.
hit the fucking ground.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah, he's a worker.
Yeah, and then Danny made a very slight comeback. He sold that Knox boot really good, and then Knox's finisher was very Crossroads-esque.
It's Sister Abigail.
I was just
Sister
gonna say,
Abigail,
did
yeah.
Bray steal Sister Abigail from Mike
I
Knox?
think he was watching some Mike Knox tape.
Had anybody ever even done that before then?
Maybe like
Because as
Canyon
he
or
was
somebody.
doing it, I was like, damn, I don't remember anybody doing it that far back then.
Good finish. I mean, it's a good finish.
Oh,
It's something
yeah.
different, and it was
Danny dead.
Yeah, it was a pretty good squash. Up next was the first.
Yeah, but it's funny that it's like, that's a Paul thing, you know what I mean? Putting it. Knox is a great hand kind of guy, you know what I mean? But he's not going to be, he's not like a Hulk Hogan. Like, he didn't have a shitload of personality, you know what I mean?
No.
So to get him the heat is by stopping her fucking getting ready to strip, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where all the heat's were on him, like not letting her do the thing, not on him being a wrestler.
And so one of the things about this ECW, WWE ECW, is a lot of guys were, you could tell it was like kind of like projects or like rebuilding projects. They'd send him to this ECW to work, and Knox was definitely somebody that they wanted to
Big
push.
dude, too. He's
Yeah.
bigger than me.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
real big.
I never
bigger
heard
than me.
it. Just showed up on the scene and is like getting pushed in ECW, and I'm like, it's just weird because like I never seen the dude on any WWE programming before ECW came about.
Yeah.
and everyone's probably like, who the fuck is this guy?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Super nice dude, too.
And
Nice
we were,
guy.
And we were
Yeah.
talking
Good.
before the show. I was like, man, he actually looks better than I remember. Like some of the work that he did through some of these matches.
Oh, he can work.
Yeah, no, he's not a bad worker. It's
No,
just
but just like from what I remembered, I was like, I thought this guy, or maybe I just hated him because he's covered R. Kelly.
It's just like I don't know if this is the right direction to be going in your start of ECW is using a guy that nobody even know, like not even a WWE name.
Yeah, but
No.
the thing is but that's the point. It's her, not him.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
She's
Her, not
Use
him.
her to get him heat.
He's
Yeah.
gonna put Gertner in that spot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. It's her, not him.
So up next on the show is the first of these
And
men.
that's funny how it's like they think whoever's idea it was to have a expose on you know what I mean? It's just like
She's she's an exhibition.
Totally.
They kept putting over that she's an exhibitionist.
Yeah.
Like that kept going.
X, just the X.
So we have Kelly's expose, and she does a little striptease dance until Knox comes out and he covers her up. How dare he, that dastardly heel?
She's not the greatest dancer.
No,
at all.
she's
Dude,
not.
I was just
No.
gonna say,
She
I don't
ain't
know.
been on a pole ever.
No, never.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I don't know if it was because I was probably like 18 back when this fucking.
Oh, I
happened or
remember
whatever.
her being like, "What am I going to do?"
But I was like sitting here watching it, and I'm like, Jesus, she cannot dance worth a lick.
Well, that's
Doesn't
why they gave
matter.
her the other girl the next freaking week or
Oh,
so.
you could tell the total difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's really some like you would think that they would get somebody like she's obviously great looking and whatever, but like you would think they would get somebody who could dance a little better.
Who
for
has
that
rhythm.
spot. Yeah, for
nope.
that spot.
Nope. So
Sorry, Kelly, we love you,
don't know if
but
I ever asked
They might not even know that's. She might have been in the works or whatever, but freaking But I don't know if when they had her that was even the plan.
I don't know if I ever asked you this, Heck, but where did she originally come from?
I can't remember
Did you?
that. But I know her. She was like a beauty queen or something.
I mean, she's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, she was a.
Still
she
is.
was a-
Yeah.
She was some kind of beauty queen or
And her
something.
mom loved you, didn't she?
Her sister.
Oh, her sister.
Her
they
younger
were
sister.
they were in the crowd. We saw them the one episode.
It looked like one.
So after this, out comes Big Dick Johnson. So he was a writer backstage, Hack, correct?
the guy you did the bit with.
The dude with the two strings?
Producer, yeah.
So
that guy.
this guy's got on a fucking Ric Flair robe, and he's also rocking the suspenders, the cuffs, and the collar, Hack. And he
Give you
starts
flashbacks.
he starts dancing, and then out you come, and you absolutely lose it here when you're trying to have this gnarled like
You can
face.
see it on your face when you first walk in. You try not to break,
You're like,
and then you're like, "Fuck it, I can't help it."
You're like, what the fuck am I
Let's go
looking
with
at? You know, his body of melted clay that you're looking at. He then jerks your cane while you ejaculate prematurely.
Dude, that was all my spot. I'm like, dude, we gotta get this in. Like, I'm coming and you jerking me off.
The fucking
That's great. That's great physical comedy right there.
that was a good one, Tosh. Ejaculate.
Yeah, ejaculate prematurely there.
I'm not putting that in.
Yeah, you loser. You then lose your patience. You hit him in the junk, and you cane his fat ass out of
Left
the
a
ring.
nice weld
Dude,
on his
you
ass.
did.
Did you see it as
You
he was
did.
walking out? Nice red ass.
I mean, what the fuck was that? When you got your creative for the week, and we'll go over these other ones that you do too. It's like, what the fuck are you thinking when you get your creative
Yeah,
now?
like, are you?
I'm loving it.
you've
That's
had
what-
Are you no? But are you thinking like in your head, like after just like seeing the whole like culmination and the start of ECW? Has any thought popped into your head that this is all a rib?
Yes.
Cut. Yeah.
Like it's kind of
maybe.
like Vince's own personal rib.
Well, now that I'm looking back on it, yeah, because it's like, was there? Because you got to remember, this is what this is 20 years ago. Let's say, right, 20 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
That's right.
him kind of saying, "Oh, you thought you could compete with me? Well, watch this fucking silly shit I make you guys do."
Look what I'm gonna make the Sandman do.
Yeah, it's like $1 bet with like him and Shane, fucking if they can do it or
Dude,
something.
I
don't
kind
know.
of think so in a way. Like as crazy as that sounds, I kind of still think. I don't know. When you got your creative though, were you like, yeah, that sounds funny. Let's fucking do it. This is gonna be great. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm not working.
I don't get
working.
75 G's.
No,
not
it was,
working,
I don't
dude.
ever remember. I didn't think it started this early, but you started doing like the gladiator thumb up, thumb down thing, which
Yeah,
I
the
think.
Haximus.
Well,
I forgot all about that.
Which
I'm like, what am I doing?
Which I think could have actually like kind of got over if it like stuck. Like,
Dude, I was thinking about fucking foam fingers being sold.
yeah,
I
with the
like
thumb,
it.
It was a merchandise thing. I
it
remember
was
that's
like,
why
yeah,
I
it
was
was
doing
like, yeah, you could get fucking, you know.
Well, dude, actually, if you had started that like in ECW, it probably would have been super
That
over
would've got
at that point.
Oh, that would have.
Like if you had
Yeah.
started doing that earlier.
in the arena, that
'Cause
would've
then
been-
people
not
would've
for me,
known
though.
it.
For somebody else, it would have been better, but.
It's a great idea. Overall, though, that
Well,
was
because they'd always be a thumbs down. Well, no, they would know when to put it over.
Maybe like Mikey
they would
or
know
somebody.
when to giving it up.
Yeah.
They would know.
Yeah, Maximus lived.
The stick's looking up.
Yeah.
This is an up segment.
that was just a fucking weird ass segment, but
Hilarious, though.
hilarious, but also kind of the thing that if somebody saw you watching it, they would say, "What the fuck is this?"
That's extreme.
Yes, it is extreme. I'll give you that.
Extreme ejaculation.
Extreme ejaculation. Up next, Edge showed up in the crowd with Lita before the main event, and then he cut a promo with Taz, and he called himself the whole effing show. So you got Edge and Lita in the crowd there for this RVD and Kurt Angle main event.
Did anyone else think why did he put Lita next to the actual fan, and why didn't he put her on the end and Edge? I don't know.
I didn't even notice, to be
No,
honest.
that's
I
a
was
good
just
point.
thinking like, I don't know, why are you putting your female talent like next to a dude fan? Like
That's
she would be on the end and Edge would be. I don't know, just something that.
With Nancy, I would have definitely been in between her and the fans.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
With
that's
Nancy.
like.
With Missy, I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I was just wondering.
No, I don't know. They're two different. It's a two different thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Missy would have no problem like touching another
she's like
fan.
a girl.
like-
Girl.
Woman's like the untouchable.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
right.
fucking.
but Lita, as this character, is
Lita's a
straight
badass.
heel.
She could
Straight-
fucking smack the shit out of that
she
dude if he
could,
started.
yeah. And who knows if it was a plant maybe or anything either next
No,
time.
yeah,
but-
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
he might
just,
have
just
been
a thought.
yeah.
I don't know if anybody else.
This was, just a really, really good match. How long did this one go, Ollie?
17.
17 minutes. I mean, there was a really long feeling out section and a lot of wrestling
Real
sequence.
long feel, dude. I'm
Like-
telling you, in the beginning, it looked like a fucking half-ass shoot.
I was.
I mean, dude, that's kind of good psychology, though, as far as like the match goes, because
He
when's
should
Rob
be,
ever
he should
been
be
in the ring
wiping his
with?
ass with anybody.
Yeah,
it
that's
doesn't
what,
matter
like,
who
when's
it is.
Rob ever been in the ring with somebody? Like, I don't know if they worked on WWE before that.
yeah, they had. Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
but it's like, that's good psychology. It's like, all right, this dude's a fucking Olympic gold medalist. How do I go about this here?
right. And I thought the work was.
Well, and he's
tight.
like he's new. You know, it's not somebody I'm familiar with.
Right.
You know, typically.
It was like Angle was a different version of Angle here. It's kind of similar to the One Night Stand show that we watched a couple weeks back where he was working Orton. It was more work of Angle than like big move and spotty. So I really kind of
on the mat.
Yeah.
Down, just dominate.
right, and that's how like if you think about wrestling and Kurt Angle being an Olympic gold wrestler, he should never wrestle even with anybody. He should take everybody. And
I don't care if it's a big show.
But in his career, in his wrestling career in WWE, he often had to sell wrestling, losing to other guys, even to people like Shane McMahon, where you're like, "What the fuck?" Kurt Angle
There's
was-
nobody in the lot. It's like Bob Backlund.
right,
Bob Backlund was the toughest dude in the locker room, and that's the way it was.
right. He could wash anybody if he went.
Angle. Nobody was beating Angle.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
Nobody.
Even Mark Henry, like you know what I mean, like yeah, like the baddest dudes, and so this was just like a lot of work in there. They went to a commercial for a while, and then when they came back, it was RVD. They're doing a lot of selling of ankle locks, and I guess if I had to nitpick this, is something we talk about on the show a lot. Is
There was one goofy one that he had him in, and
well, he had him in like a straight up one.
I don't know what it was. Even Taz, I think, said something like, I don't know what this is.
There was just a lot of like for a lot of the ankle work, he then kind of just selectively sold it to do like the moonsault, split-legged moonsault on him, and it's like if you're selling the ankle, and RVD's got to go up top for a lot of his offense, and most of his offense involves kicks, so like I don't know. I'm just nitpicking, kind of, but
You sound like me.
no, it's true though. Those are true.
Well, yeah,
it's you know,
it's weird because, like, and I'm guilty of this too. Like, there are times when I suspend my reality, but then there's other times when I nitpick, and it sounds completely and utterly hypocritical. You know, but I don't know. It's just it is what it is sometimes.
yeah.
Work the other leg.
Work the other leg or something. He was there was a split-legged. What was the finish on this? I'm sorry. I'm blanking on the finish here real quick.
What match are we talking about?
Angle and RVD.
I
Oh, it
honestly,
was out of nowhere. Wasn't it the kick and then the freaking power bomb?
I'm not even gonna lie. When I was watching this, I fell asleep during the finish.
Oh wow!
Like
I fell
the last-
asleep on this one.
It was one of those fucking
14
times where
beers
it was
in.
like fucking yeah. Just
I forget what
missed
the
the
finish was. It was a solid match though. Edge.
Of course, it was a solid match.
Edge snuck in afterwards. He took a shot at RVD
That
to
was
close the
great
show.
timing. Just because Rob, he watches him go. All right, the camera's like almost basically in the ring with freaking Rob, like from that vantage point. He sees Edge actually turn away from him and walking away. Then Rob turns away, and his timing is, listen, when I go and touch the ropes on the other side, I'm turning around, and that's when you whack me. You know what I mean? It was really great timing.
Yeah. Overall, though, this was a fun match. I mean, I'm going to go like 3.5 stars for it. Ollie, I don't know if you got a star for this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like hovering between 3.5 and 4.
All right,
I mean, dude, this shit was really, really good.
Yeah,
and a different kind of match, like you said, like
That opening
that we
5
see,
minutes.
like with the mat work, with fucking Angle, and it looked like a real struggle.
Yeah.
Like, and that RVD was really fucking fighting in there. So yeah, I mean, I'm like 4.
Yeah. Hack, what do you give it?
The finish wasn't enough to beat Angle, but I mean, there had to be a finish. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a 4+ match, easy.
Yeah. Ty?
I'm gonna go 3.5 just because I fell asleep at the finish.
There you go. So that was
All right.
that was the first show.
Docking yourself
It
on that one.
probably would have got a 4 if I saw the finish, but you know.
So after the show, RVD.
Oh, I like when wait a minute, like, you know, when Rob was going for that kick, the one that he knocks everybody out with off the top rope, and he turned it into an ankle lock off the top rope kick. That was nice.
Nice.
Crowd was dead. Crowd was dead whole show. That
Yeah,
was
they
it.
really were.
Got anything on the Becky Lynch match?
Not yet.
So after the show, RVD and Sabu got pulled over. They were in West Virginia, and they were actually traveling to Philadelphia, and they got pulled over for speeding. And the officers looked in the car, and they found 18 grams of weed and some Vicodin pills and some paraphernalia. And they got pulled over and arrested or detained during this time period. And it was the absolute fucking worst timing ever for Rob, for Sabu, for this ECW relaunch. And I was saying to Pat before we started the show, too, on my way over here, I probably passed 5 dispensaries on my drive here to your house, Hack, which is about 20 minutes
It's
from me.
ridiculous how they looked at pot back then to how it is now. It's sort of absolute. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It is. It's completely ridiculous. And for...
It's even more ridiculous why it was outlawed in the first place.
Yeah, for them to now, for the people in WWE to now give them the reason that they were looking for to not want to push you guys and push Rob, and Rob had the strap, and when you have the strap, there's a lot of responsibilities involved with
Dude,
it.
and look at what his work was that weekend before he dropped the second belt. Like that weekend, he was top guy this night, top 2 this night, top guy this night. You know what I mean? He was fucking working with the top guys
Yeah, he was
in
top-
that company, like Raw guys and SmackDown.
Yeah, he's top Raw, SmackDown, and ECW all at the same time right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's also in a way as in Vince giving ECW a push by having our champion work with all those champions. The same reason he brought in Flair for the other show, you know what I mean, to give ECW credibility.
Right, but at this point, Rob's getting the push of his life. He's finally world champion, and it just...
He had 2 belts.
He had 2 belts, And it's just the worst timing in the world for that to happen. And I feel like it just was, this ECW relaunch was snake bit, and it just, you gave the people who were wanting to kill it politically behind the scenes in WWE some real ammunition. Say, hey, how can you trust this guy? He gets arrested. Even though it's just weed. It's just, you know, as the world champion, it just sucked, man. Just terrible, terrible timing.
And all the other top guys are on juice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they know that.
I
And
was
the
just going to say that.
The hypocrisy of it, where people are doing who knows what.
Well, it's because this was a public ordeal.
Right. But who knows if they were doing prescription drugs.
It's such
or,
a public deal, but dude,
as you take a
I
rip.
know they got to go somewhere with the booking, but it just didn't work out. Like it all with Paul comes back later to start the third show. You know what I'm saying? It just, the booking doesn't work out. But
No.
they had to do something.
So, yeah, this was 3 days prior they get busted. This fourth show is July 4th from Philadelphia. So,
We were in attendance.
on Raw the night before, RVD dropped the WWE title to Edge in a three-way with Cena. So, they're already punishing him for this. They're taking the strap off him.
Back to back.
Back to back, and then suspending him for a month. So it's just, and I'll give Rob a ton of credit too. He did not, and we'll talk about that more in the main event. He didn't phone in that match one bit. He worked it like he would have any of his other matches, and he wasn't, you know, pouty or anything like that. He worked and sold this whole night like really, really like a professional after dealing with that bullshit.
Oh, it had to be tough with him too, just cutting promos. You
Right.
know, and like 2 days, 48 hours ago, he had 2 straps. He was on top of the world.
Well,
Right.
didn't the one like
Get out.
in the one
Don't
like
hurt anybody.
in the one locker room thing that he said with Paul, didn't he like crack a like, yeah, I'm always high or
He
something
did.
like
He
that?
had an RVD line. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's RVD. I mean,
I know,
let's
but
be
it's just
real.
funny because it's like he's getting like, you know, he's dropping the belts or whatever, and he's getting like shit for, you know, getting pulled over smoking weed, and he's still on the show just being like, oh yeah, hi. I forget the exact line that he said.
No
but he
one
was
goes
like,
higher than me or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Something
but
like that.
fucking 2 years before in WWE, you have RVD 420 signs in the crowd.
Right. I mean, the hypocrisy is just tons and tons. This show started off with a Kelly's expose, and she was in a patriotic outfit, and Mike Knox stopped her from dancing. What a piece of shit. That's un-American.
Goddamn Mike.
Just let her shake it.
It's America, baby.
Yeah. Up
The
next,
crowd let him know it, though. They gave him a couple good chances.
they did. So Knox is up, and he's taking on Guido, and he does some pre-match mic work. Just kind of okay on the mic, like you said, Heck.
Yeah,
not
Knox
great.
sucks cocks. That was a
And
chant.
the crowd
That's the Philly
chanting-
crowd for you.
Right.
The crowd's chanting, "You suck dick," and then they're so proud of themselves when they came up with the fact that Knox rhymes with Cox, and they were chanting that at him. And what a real asshole this guy is, this Mike Knox. He doesn't want people to see his exhibitionist girlfriend's body. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, let her be free.
Yeah, let her be free. This is America. This is just a complete squash. Guido's sell of the big boot was great in this too.
Yep.
That was just, I mean, really good, really good. Knox's finish again, really, really good. And
Oh, yeah.
Guido took it fucking awesome,
Yeah, he
too.
did.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
made it look like $1 million.
he really did. And this was just, just a little squash match.
Guido, I love Guido.
Oh, he's the best. Highlights of RVD dropping the belt on Raw to Edge in the 3 with Cena aired, and then RVD barged into Heyman's locker room, and he told Heyman to make the match with Big Show. So Big Show earlier interrupt Heyman, and he wanted a title shot. He said, when I came here, I wanted to be a champion. And then RVD says to Heyman to make the match, and he doesn't want this to be the place where bigger guys run the locker room. And I'm like, has he looked at the lineup of these shows? That's exactly what's happening, Rob. So up next, then we get a video package for a re-signed and juice to the gills Test. Oh my God, was Test gigantic in this return to
He was
WWE?
really the only guy from like all those dudes that I didn't know before that I got along the best with.
And you became genuinely friends
Yeah,
with
me and him
Test.
were cool. Really cool, yeah.
Rest in peace, Test, man. Seriously, we've talked about it before on the show. Just
Fucking prima donna, though. Jesus.
Yeah?
Oh my God.
Bury the
if
guy
he
now.
came back in the locker room with a little paper cut on his leg, you had to have the trainer right over there, unlacing his boot for. Oh my God, what a prima donna he was.
I can only imagine you giving it to him after this too.
We're coming back with been bleeding, cleaning ourselves up. He's got a little scratch. I swear to God, he had a small scratch on his leg, and he sat down and had the trainer clean it up before he would get undressed. Man, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing,
Well, I
Andrew?
mean, he's probably been treated like that his whole. I mean, you look at it like.
well, because isn't he Bret Hart's dude or something?
He was he did some stuff in the dungeon. Yeah.
Yeah, it was whatever like that. But yeah, oh my God, what a primo.
So
He was.
Up next on the show, a priest jumped the rail to interrupt the show, and then he was disgusted with all the sex, the violence, and the language.
Did anyone else think that this was extremely stupid
Totally.
of them?
He
To,
jumps and then goes back on the
Yeah.
other side of the rail.
well, not only that, but it's DeVito.
With the Philly crowd
And they're in Philly, and he's like, I've never seen this stuff before in my
I know.
life. This is so despicable. And like, you couldn't get another producer or writer.
Right.
Yeah, it's literally one of DeBaldi's.
We
You're
know
in
you.
Philly.
We know you.
They would have been better having the same dude who was the Chippendale.
Oh, every week something
he's
different.
the dude.
Like, it still would have been banned, but you're literally in
I can't
Philadelphia.
believe I didn't even think about that they know it's Tony.
Oh, yeah, everybody did.
I can't believe they weren't chanting from
Yeah, everyone's
something.
probably like,
They must have cut it out or
I
something.
know he's
I
like,
don't
I
know.
can't believe this stuff I'm watching. I've never seen such like
Baldies or
whatever.
something. They had to be chanting.
Yeah, he tells us it's filth. I'm like, dude, I've seen you take a staple gun from New Jack, man. You can't be lecturing me, brother.
But then jumping back over the fucking rail, too.
So stupid.
dude, right behind him is Kelly's mom and her sister.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
is that right?
We're pretty sure. Yeah.
that.
He said this program should not be on TV, and I kind of agreed with him there. The crowd, he calls the crowd sinners. Shouts out to Michael B. Jordan. And then Swerve, he actually wasn't a priest. So he rips off the collar, and the crowd's chanting, "You suck dick," at him.
Yeah, he's just like, I just wanted my feelings to be heard.
Yeah,
It's
what,
like, what?
the fuck was this
I
shit?
just wear this so I can express my feelings.
You come out, Hack, and you get a really nice reaction, man, from this
Well, no,
Philly crowd.
but
What fucking
That-
shoes were you wearing is what I want to know.
No,
Some
those
AM1
white-
mixtape
I was
fucking
wondering that,
shoes?
too.
They were white with like shiny blue ones.
But the
I was
reason
like,
why I did it was because freaking I was watching something about there was
Fourth of July.
an autobiography about somebody that was saying you look faster if you're in white shoes than in black. So I wanted.
Oh my
so
god,
that's-
you fucking loser.
That's why I was wearing the white sneakers.
Wow.
You loser.
So I don't look like a big lumbering idiot.
you walked like Michael Myers in Halloween. How could you look faster?
Walking
what are you
an
trying to
Egyptian.
You balance yourself on those, on the barricade. You're so...
Oh, those are fucking 9 inches wide.
Dude, he's got great balance, man. This
Easy.
guy has
Good.
fantastic...
I can hop one leg blindfolded on that
No,
thing.
I gotta put you over. You,
With the
you-
lifters.
yeah.
They know my balance. All of us got unbelievable balance.
So-
it's just in our
Genetics.
You get a great reaction from the Philly crowd, and you point the cane at him, and you start the Haximus thumbs up, thumbs down gladiator gimmick.
It's actually a great little like spot by you to like almost make it look like you're leaving, and then you give the slow turn and the point, and everybody reacts to it. Then they're like, "Oh, fuck!"
Now I'm telling you right here, this is what I'm doing. I stood up on that thing and I'm like, because they're telling me what to do, but they're not telling me, they didn't know that I was going to do what I did. You know what I mean? I said I'm going to do that Randy Orton thing. Because Randy would always get up, he would get up in the corner, and then he would just take his head from here and then just move it slow as shit and go that way. I said, all right, I'm going to do my Randy Orton thing there, and then I'm going to point to the guy.
Okay. Then you cane the shit out of
Yeah,
him.
Randy said, he goes, man, you looked great doing that, just saying.
yeah, he was totally in the building.
it better than him.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Just saying.
You
Oh, yeah,
remember that?
Was that Gorilla,
I've never-
which you never walked back through?
I've never heard this story before. We would have heard this a million times. So Joey Styles also had a really nice Phillies line saying that
It was
the
a
Phillies could
great.
use
It was
you.
a great like baseball swing to the ass over the thing. That was.
Yeah.
Oh
that
yeah, I
looked
see you looking back over. You waited on it to see if the camera was gonna get it, didn't you? You were fucking. Yeah, that's why you were waiting. I'm like, fucking go hit him.
Yeah, dude, you can't do that hit without the fucking camera seeing it.
No, you
That's
gotta-
the hit.
Yeah.
It looked great.
It did. But terrible segment, though, other than that. RVD goes into Big Show's locker room, and he plays a game of pick a hand.
I love his smack.
He
Plays a game of
he plays a game of pick a hand. He slaps Big Show, accepting the challenge. And then backstage, Heyman and RVD got into it backstage. He said that he's here because we stick by our guns and we go all out to be ECW champ. I have to beat the Big Show. And Heyman was selling this. I thought it really like telegraphed the finish later by the way that he was selling it. But I mean, you probably already knew the writing on the wall anyway. Up next is Test taking on Al Snow.
They know it's such a public thing and everything, but they still write in this bastard's freaking like work.
Because they're trying to make some sense of it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, they're just trying to make something out of it. Up next is Test taking on Al Snow. And like I said, Test is just fucking gigantic.
What does
here.
everybody want?
Head.
There you go. Fucking 10 minutes later.
What does everybody need?
Head.
Fucking love Al Snow.
Test's first name was Test. Do you think his last name was Osterone? No?
Jesus Christ.
God.
He thinks he's on a roll.
Dude.
He said one thing that was good.
There was such a loud "you take steroids" chant, and this was just a complete...
Oh, yeah, there was.
Oh, he was so yoked up.
Dude, I mean, what else could you talk about this match? This is a complete squash. He finished him with a neckbreaker cutter thing, which is pretty good finish.
Love Dreamer going down in the collar shirt.
Oh, that was the next one. Yeah, we'll get to that next
And
one.
then pulling it off
This-
the ECW shirt underneath.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, like he had no idea he was about to work, and like,
He had tape in his back pocket. A roll
So,
of tape.
He had a nice tested a nice putt of head into the crowd.
Oh, I
did.
know. I like that. Oh, you better believe Al was not happy about that.
he lost his head there.
There
so.
is no...
Good recover, Thomas. Good recover.
Testosterone joke didn't get over. But he got you on that one. Yeah. We're volume shooters, man.
Foot check.
Nothing says ECW like Test and Mike Knox, though. I mean, up next was a Sabu video package. That was pretty
Sabu
good.
talking.
Yeah, Sabu
I
talking.
actually think it was a really good like video package and like a one-liner for set. Like,
Yeah,
if you were gonna make him talk, that's exactly what I would have did.
right. That's it. You don't need to do anything more.
And you
Homicidal,
got to talk
suicidal,
to so
genocide,
much
that's it.
up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't beat it because they don't have fucking like mouthbeat like Fonzie, yeah, but not there. But yeah, it was way better for him to be talking than not.
Yeah. The vampire then was outside the Wachovia Center, and he spit some blood on the camera.
This is just stupid shit.
I thought it was stupid too.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Sci-Fi Network.
I know,
Yeah,
but it's
sorry,
just
no,
like
it was
it's
so-
so fucking like
cheesy.
corny that
Cheesy,
it's just like
I mean, you could do a good vampire
man.
gimmick, but this one wasn't it. And then we got a CM Punk promo, and he was putting over the fact that he was straight edge. So this was CM Punk's debut in
Looking
WWE.
young as fuck,
Looking
dude.
so young off that Ring of Honor run. And heck, what was it like when Punk started in the locker room in WWE ECW? He doesn't know anybody there really. He's a young buck, and you guys.
Super respectful and yeah, we a bunch of us knew him from doing indies with Norm, so it was fine.
So you were you were just cool with him, and he was like you said, super
Well, 'cause I
respectful.
known him from Norm's before, from in Pittsburgh before.
Him and Colt, right? Colt
Yeah.
Cabana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And Jimmy Vegas.
Jimmy Vegas.
I don't know. Colt might have been Jimmy Vegas.
Rufus?
I don't know. You know me and my names.
Yeah, you also
Rufus is on a card coming up
yeah.
somewhere. I saw his name.
you worked Punk a lot in TNA too, so we'll have to do some of those in the
I would
future.
have said I never worked him in TNA.
You worked him a lot in tag matches. Yeah.
That's great.
Up next on the show was the ECW Championship match
I
between
swear to God, I would have said I never worked him in TNA.
Punk.
I didn't think I did many tag. I would have said I did one tag match against the Bruise
You've
Brothers.
actually tagged with CM Punk.
Dude, you worked Julio and De Niro and
You
Punk.
dreamer.
You guys
Punk.
were tag champs.
Yeah.
No,
He's like, what?
Hey, dude, but I was so dude, it was the greatest thing ever. Steve Carino's girlfriend, they were living in Norristown. He was working for somebody else, and he got her a job down in Baltimore. Oh, well, not in Baltimore, down in Tennessee. But we had to get our flight out of Baltimore, so she would pick me up. I'd be up from the night before, and then as soon as I got there, we'd have our coke guy, and we'd be up all night. But I forget where I was going.
It was
Okay.
snowing in Tennessee. Huh?
All right.
Oh, every week, dude.
Okay.
It was the greatest thing
I
ever.
didn't see that on the Doppler.
Up next was the ECW Championship match between RVD and Big Show. And I don't know about you guys, Big Show's theme song, that's a top 5 entrance song ever. I fucking love
I
it.
don't
gotta
even hear
be.
it.
Oh, it's fucking great. dude.
Well,
Yeah. Where's the Big Show? You gotta love that one. man.
I know, you'd think of yourself in your bedroom, like coming out like that.
Yeah, it's a Big
Like,
Show.
like when
I
you got
love
that
Big
hooker
Show.
in your bed and you're coming out with your
He's a
with
big
your
Show.
Eagles robe on and you're like the Big Show.
I thought this match was really paced well, and it was worked in a way that really put over Big Show's strengths.
it all made sense.
It all made sense. And I said this before too, like RVD did not half-ass this one bit, especially considering the
Neither
circumstances.
did the show.
No,
That might have been the best match I've ever seen the show have.
I mean it was really good.
And Rob's like the perfect opponent for him too.
Oh yeah,
Like
he does
just
all the
like
movement.
move wise.
When he caught him off the top rope, I was like, wow.
So the crowd is chanting for marijuana, which was great. I love that crowd chant. And there was a great DDT sell on Big Show, which was really
Yeah,
good.
but his head was like 6 inches, didn't even hit the floor. I got a note of that.
I still like the sell though. The sell was good off it. I mean,
It was dead.
and then he did RVD did this low cross body on him. I never seen RVD do that
Off
before.
the ropes, hitting 2 ropes or whatever off
Love
the
that.
angle.
Love that move.
Yeah, nice quick.
RVD dove on Show off the top rope, but Show caught him and slammed him against the apron. And RVD got a chair, but Show just like swatted it down like he's fighting King Kong. And then Big Show choke slammed him, but RVD kicked out of that. So he did give him a kick out on his finish. Big Show then destroyed the ref with the Cobra Clutch. He just chucked this poor ref, man. I mean, just fucking threw him. Show went to powerbomb RVD, but he grabbed the chair on the way up and he hit
That
Show
was a
with
great
it.
spot.
Really
Awesome spot.
Because it's like you kind of forget about the chair just laying there, and then just like RVD pick up the chair, boom, perfect.
boom. And then
Well,
Heyman-
Paulie did something great after this.
Well, so Heyman comes out after a Van Daminator and a 5-star Frog Splash. So Heyman counts for 2, but he holds up on the 3, and he turns on RVD. And Big Show just kills RVD with a chair, choke slams him on the chair for the finish, and the ring just fills with trash. I mean, just absolutely,
Which is awesome.
just tons and tons of trash. Heyman and Big Show celebrate to end the show. Big Show's the first guy to ever hold the WWE, WCW, and ECW world titles. But this was just a way to kill the town, man. In Philadelphia, and to book this. I mean, it's heat, but it's also kind of like the wrong heat, I feel like. I really liked this match, but I hated the finish, and I think that this just buried the new ECW. I would give it like a 4-star for the match, but a 0 for the booking. I mean, I really like the work in the match. Like, I'm not blaming either Show or RVD for the situation, but it just sucks. I mean, just everything about it. I just,
Well, they were kind of caught off guard with the booking. I mean, with the shit that happened with
Real
Rob.
off guard.
Well, I mean, the alternatives are like, what would you do alternatively? If Kurt Angle's going through all those problems that he's going through, you can't strap him up. You know what I
Honestly,
mean?
I would have put it on Test. The way he was getting those vignettes, that was like Test is coming. Test
They would have
is
shit
coming.
on that too. It would have been even worse if you put
But
Test
I'm
over.
just saying,
Yeah.
you're pushing them with the like Test is coming, like whatever. I mean, I get it. You put it on Show.
I
It's
can't believe
credible.
they didn't put it on me.
You're not
Would
a
have
booker.
easily been their best move.
I mean, it would have gotten over.
Sales of merch would have been through the roof.
I mean, you could have put it on Test for a little bit and done a Test and Dreamer feud and tried to figure something out.
I mean, you could have put it on Sabu, maybe. Like, I don't know what the alternative.
Show's reliable.
He is.
So, like,
yeah,
I
like,
get it.
They were in a bad spot of like what they could do.
Yeah, but then they make it even worse with Paulie counting the 3.
Right. You do
What the frick is going? They couldn't have brought out another referee to count 3
because it plays off the one night
because they
stand
don't-
finish where he
Well,
counted the 3
yeah.
to give RVD the win, and now he's turning on him a couple weeks later. So it just doesn't make
It's like a deja vu type thing.
Yeah.
But then he comes out the
Oh,
next
that's
week
right, because he counted that.
for Rob
Yes.
to win.
Yeah, that's right.
And then
okay.
But then, like you said with the boogie, but then he comes out like I guess it's the following week.
It is.
Or like whatever, and which we're going to talk about. And he was like, I did it for you guys. Like, it was weird.
Yeah,
because
his reasoning.
You put the strap on him to screw him a couple weeks later. Like, I understand you're trying to make sense of a nonsensical thing, but it just was...
because the ECW fans see Paul as their guy, and Vince at WWE are the big bad wolf, like
Right.
the big bad guys. So, like, as soon as Paul Lee turns and goes heel on the fans, what the fuck do we have to care for anymore?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you're also now the big bad wolf along with Vince and whoever. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Paul Lee. We'll talk about it later about Paul Lee.
What do you...
at the end.
I'm going to go... I gave 4 for the match. I really liked it for what it was. What do you give it, Ollie?
I think it's a 5.
Yeah?
I mean, I don't know if I ever thought to myself I'd give Big Show a 5-star match, but dude, I mean, this is a 5-star fucking match.
He's got a 5-star with Floyd Mayweather.
As far as like everything, like, dude, the psychology of it was perfect. Like, it was done exactly how it should be, showing the show's fucking power. And obviously, Rob got a shit ton of offense in it, and like, probably more than most people would against the show.
how long was it?
Way more.
This was.
This is the release?
Yeah, 18 minutes.
Okay.
So, I mean, a couple really good spots, like the powerbomb, like chair spot. I love the spot on the outside of Show dropping his head on the steps.
Oh, yeah, the little
Like,
drop the hold on there,
that's
yeah.
fucking,
That
was
was good
awesome
too.
spot. Like, dude, they just did it fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Like, really, really perfect match to me.
Yeah, Hack, what do you give it?
Yeah, that's fucking 4.5 easy.
4.5 easy. Okay, Ty?
Yeah, I'll go 4.
All right. Up next was episode 5. So this was coming from the Target Center in Minneapolis. There was a recap of all the actions last week, and Heyman came to the ring with riot cops. He said last week he made sure RVD lost, and don't blame me. Be honest with yourselves. Blame yourselves. You people are the reason he's not champ. I had to suspend him for 30 days. Like, since when did you care about anybody smoking weed, Paul?
I like Paul Ponytail.
Paul's little
I
rat
know,
tail?
he opens his one-night stand promo. I'm not crying. I was just high.
Yeah.
Smoking a joint back there with Van Dam.
Yeah.
Now he's fucking
I thought
suspended.
the 2 riot cops was actually hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
I actually think it was good, though, because...
It's a great touch.
Well, yeah, and it's like, these fucking people might actually riot on this
Well,
fucking
because
guy.
they threw trash in the fucking ring.
Yeah, the week before.
So it made sense.
He said he was the Messiah, and he would continue to be the Messiah.
He was Moses, he called himself, bringing him to the promised land.
Yep, and he said...
compared himself to Moses.
Yep, and he said, as your Messiah, I promise you I will lead ECW to the promised land. And, he's they're trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit here.
I don't know,
mean,
you think anybody in the locker room was upset that he compared himself to Moses?
oh, shooting hack.
I'm just wondering.
So Tommy backstage,
Blasphemous.
he calls out Heyman, and he says, you owe me an explanation. And Heyman said, there's no time, you got a match on next. And Tommy's taking on Test, and I know you guys were talking about it before. Tommy's out there in a polo, and he's taping up his hands.
I mean, I like him actually going out, like, in, like, the gear that you saw him in.
Yeah, it's a nice
At least
touch.
it makes sense. But
Yeah.
then him ripping off the shirt to have an ECW shirt under it just kind of stooges it off.
Yeah.
He's kind of
Why
like
having tape in his pocket?
he's like Ron Burgundy with the jazz flute. Like, I'm really not prepared. Like, you know, like
I feel like
he's like in full gear at a Tommy Bahama fucking collared shirt.
What do you
Like,
mean I got a match?
I think
I'm
Tommy,
really not prepared.
Tommy probably does have that at all times. An ECW shirt on and tape ready to go.
fucking match breaks
Yeah.
out.
But that
And a
little,
hair tie for his man bun.
but it really makes it short and sweet though that everybody knows then that Paul's not the ECW guy now. You know what I mean? When he screws with Tommy, like, all right, because it was so convoluted. It was pretty convoluted, like the RVD thing and the whole story. You know what I'm saying? But then to come out of that, and if people are even iffy, then that stitches it right in right after that.
No,
It stitches it right in right after that.
it kind of
Because
gels.
everybody they have to know the fans got to feel it's convoluted.
Right.
This whole storyline.
Right, you're really making a giant pivot from everything people know, and this kind of gels that together with the RVD
Stitched
book.
it right in. Oh,
So-
shit. Him and Dreamer?
Yeah, so he rips off his shirt, and thankfully there was an ECW shirt on underneath.
Oh my God, not his man boobs.
So Test missed his big elbow, and then Tommy went for a Spicoli driver, but that was countered with a roll up, and Test used the ropes. I fucking hated this finish.
Yeah, so did I.
This finish was, you're trying to get this new giant Test over, re-pushing Test.
He's not a chicken. He's not a chicken shit heel.
No.
He's a fucking powerhouse.
He should have put Dreamer in the dirt easily. Like, no diss to Dreamer, and Dreamer would have been fine with it. That was the wrong booking for this, and wrong for the segment.
Made no
Oh,
sense.
what? The way he stole it at the end?
Yeah, made no sense to me.
Well, no, it doesn't. No, they're an idiot doing it. Freaking, if you're pushing tests like that, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But yeah, it does take. Yes, that finish takes away from it.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's a shit
He's not
finish.
like-
But I liked it because it keeps Tommy freaking. It's not Tommy doing a third job in a row. In the, you know what I mean, in the first 3 weeks.
But Tommy's
Because that's
Teflon.
how I'm looking at
don't
it.
Tommy's
make that match,
Teflon.
then.
Tommy's Teflon,
Right, well,
though.
yeah.
He's like you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think
Yeah,
Jobs...
but not to these new people that don't know about ECW.
Yeah, I know
You know,
what you're
he's
saying.
a straight whipping boy for 3 weeks.
And he was pretty much I wouldn't say he was a lower card guy in WWE with his WWE run, too.
Yeah, put Test against Doran.
Right. A guy would be fine
Yeah,
with it.
just don't make that match.
Yeah, have Paul blow off Tommy backstage, or maybe, like, do something else. Have Big Show lay out Tommy backstage because Paul suck him on him or
have
something.
Him bury like balls or something like that.
Yeah. There was a segment with Kelly and Candice Michelle, and they teased that they might kiss. Wow. And then there was also a tarot card read with Ariel and the Vampire. What was she like, Hack? The Vampire's girl here, Ariel. Any memories of the...
Nah, she didn't know shit about the business.
No?
Yeah, she liked to talk. She just liked to talk.
Like to talk.
Oh
Okay.
my God, yes. Yeah.
Up next was Kelly's expose, and then that dastardly Mike Knox came out, and he stopped him. But thankfully, Haximus was here. How dare this guy deprive us of Kelly and Candice?
Yeah, Hackett had enough.
Yeah, Hack was like, God
Hack's
damn
like,
it.
enough of these blue balls.
I have seen this for 3 weeks.
If you don't let her finish, I don't finish.
Yeah. You cut him off the stage.
Dude, I'm fucking Lancelot right here.
You are.
You know what I'm saying?
You are a hero. You are.
Yeah, just see the way I pulled the horse. Was that, did I hit him in the balls with that one?
No, that
Rapunzel?
was big dick you hit. But you
What?
you came him off the stage, and then you chugged the beer.
Yeah, he took a bump through the fucking
Yeah,
back
that's a
of the
good,
stage.
that's a good bump
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah, he did. So that was that segment. Again, great use of you. You're cashing these checks for just hanging out and doing
Kicking
this.
names.
I
Taking
mean,
ass.
he's the most sensibly booked
Yes,
thing we've
yes,
done.
yes, he
I'm
is.
kind of like what's his name? Who just turned it on Cena? What's his name?
R-Truth?
Yeah, he has a segment. You know what I mean? He turned into a segment, not a match.
I mean,
He would just come in during interviews and pop people a lot of times, right?
You're kind of like the night at the Apollo, Sandman, where you kind of just like rush off bad acts.
I'm like the big hook.
Yeah, they're utilizing you as the Apollo Sandman.
That's what I need, a cane that's shaped like a hook.
So then we got a tail of the tape for Big Show and Flair. Thanks. We had no idea the Flair used the figure 4 and Big Show used the choke slam. What was the point of that? I have no idea. We then got another CM Punk vignette, just a promo again with him talking about his tattoos, which kind of gives him a little bit of personality, I guess. Some like I don't know. So you're introducing a new character there. Up next was Sabu taking on Just Incredible, and on these shows. I mean, I don't think Sabu was on screen for more than like a total of 12 minutes, but I think he did a great job of maximizing his TV time from that one vignette, that one little promo, and the short roadkill match in this. He's not getting much over those 3 weeks, but he still makes the most out of it. This was not really much of a match, and Joey made a point that this was not an Extreme Rules
Yeah,
match.
they kept saying that. Yeah, so, I don't know. It was stupid.
It was so fucking stupid. Sabu put Justin through a table on the outside, and then he gets DQ'd. I mean, just fucking awful finish.
He gets DQ'd, but then they play his music as if he won the match.
Yes!
If you notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, oh, Sabu DQ'd or whatever, and then it's like, boom, boom. I'm like, wait. So, I don't know.
So stupid. And
Yeah.
And like Joey's trying to like save him or like put it over as like, oh well, he's not used to the Extreme Rules thing. When last week he just fucking had a perfectly fine match with like
roadkill, and they didn't call it. And they're putting over the fact that he's doing a Saturday Night's main event match. coming up, and that's going to be an Extreme Rules match. So I guess they're kind of saying, like, he's going to do some extreme shit. He's going to do it on Saturday
As
Night's
if you
main
didn't
event.
know that already.
It's fucking Sabu, man. I mean, like, just so stupid. Really, really bad booking. We then had a Balls Mahoney promo, and following that was a Ric Flair promo. I never thought I'd say that sentence, but welcome to WWE ECW.
You know what his first words are?
Ric Flair's?
For you people that don't know who I am.
I know, which is crazy.
What the fuck is he opening up with that statement for?
He's Ric Flair.
For those of you who don't, that's like a subliminal thing saying like this is a pee-wee nothing shit. I can't believe I'm here.
Right.
I gotta be here.
Well, not only that, but for whatever reason, they thought because you guys were on Sci-Fi Network, like there was just going to be random nerds just watching the Sci-Fi Network and just watching wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like they thought like their audience was going to be completely different just because you guys were on a different network. It's like, no.
Or they were just happy to get a network. I'm not. Yeah. There was a wrestling fan. Yeah. Star Trek dudes weren't going to fucking.
As soon as you guys came on, they would
turned
switch
the
it
channel.
on. Yeah, right.
Be there.
Right.
You
It's,
don't wanna be watching
it's not like a
No.
cult following Sci-Fi Network. Like
They went to
had
their,
to only watch that channel.
No, they went to their Battlestar Galactica DVDs then.
Yeah, there you go.
He spoke about Mick Foley, who he was feuding with at the time, and he told him
Which I don't know why.
he was, well, because you're trying to, like,
That name resonates with an ECW crowd.
yeah, and you're
Any kind of match you want, anywhere on the planet. Blah,
yeah,
blah, blah.
your promo for this should be about this. And then he said,
Yep.
my 17th title, do I have it in me? You kidding me, big man? I'm Ric Flair. And so, okay. We then got a Shannon Moore vignette as a Punk gimmick.
I forgot Shannon was even there.
So this new ECW.
He runs the thing down in the rehab for WWE down in Tampa Bay.
Oh, really?
Shannon, yeah.
Wow, okay. So the new ECW is just a bunch of big stiffs, ECW vets, a vampire, and a couple of punks in different style. That's what we have for a roster now.
Oh, vampire.
Pretty much.
We then have the ECW title match between Big Show and Ric Flair, and my God, Flair in an ECW canvas. It looks so weird. It looks like it's something out of a WWE 2K game. Like it's just like I can't believe my eyes.
Flair Big Show at ECW.
Yeah, it's like it's seriously something out of your 2K
I mean,
game.
dude, it's funny to watch like the match. I mean, we'll talk about it more, but like the crowd fucking hated it in the beginning, and then as it goes on, and as soon as the barbed wire baseball bat comes out, they're fucking with it.
They're so with it at that point.
It's
So,
like they turned the crowd like
Yeah, them fair
during
weather.
that match.
so
I hate them fair weather Philly fans. There you go, the 4 Fs. You fair weather Philly
this one
fans.
was in Minneapolis, though. So
Philly spelled with a P.
yes, and Philadelphia spelled with a P. Flair's 50.
It's still a
Phonetically, you're correct, Hank.
it's still a food.
Flair is 57 years old here, and
I was trying to figure out how old he was here.
the performance in
I
this
thought
match
55.
is like your typical Flair match for the first portion, and then, like you said, Ali, some crazy shit. So this is ECW on the Sci-Fi Network. There's no reason for Flair and Show to go this hard, but they did. And
It's a hardcore match.
What the fuck?
For ECW, dude.
I bet
know.
you Flair tried and thought that he could prove that he could do a hardcore match, and his hardcore was tick, 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 tack, tick, tack, stacks. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think that's his psychology.
So Show press slam Flair, and you could see the pain on his face from that one. And then there were some good headbutts.
Oh yeah, the pain on his face.
You could. He was selling good for it, man. There were some good headbutts by Big Show, and then Flair got color off those headbutts.
I know.
Which was
A
great.
lot of color.
The color that he got was awesome.
So did you notice Flair calling everything?
Oh yeah,
Dude, check this out.
All
so
right.
this is just to go to show you that they didn't even have an opening. When they went to the opening, freaking Show jumped him and beat Flair into the corner. And he's swinging at him. Flair goes to rake his eyes. Show no sells it.
Yeah, no
and
sells
Flair
it.
goes and then runs out the bottom road. So they didn't even have an opening.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? But if you guys, for people that if you don't know, like really watch it the way I do, you can watch Flair telling him what to do constantly in the match.
Oh yeah, he's like, hit me, or push me.
Yeah, do
Flair
this,
just
do
bombs.
this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Shoot me in power slam, and I'm like, why you call it a power slam with freaking the Big Show? He probably said bye. He probably thought that was a bad call halfway through.
I mean, this Ric Flair never had a ton of offense anyway, but
Nah.
all he had pretty much at this point was chop, punch, and bump.
Face bump.
And bleed. That's like all Flair could do, and he did it fucking great. He's bleeding a lot.
I can't believe you didn't try for the figure four. I was hoping that he would somehow.
And just like kick him away or something.
Yeah, I was hoping they had something good for the figure four.
So Flair finally gets some offense in. He's chopping, he's punching him. He goes low on Big Show twice, and he kicks him in the dick. And then he really kicks him in the dick again. And the crowd at this point is getting up because Flair's bleeding. And he goes and he gets a can of plunder. And Flair grabs...
Can of plunder.
It's a can of plunder. That's what it
hilarious.
is.
I don't know. It sounds like you're talking about cat food or something.
It's a can of plunder.
I got a can of plunder for fucking Oscar, my cat.
So he grabs the barbed wire bat.
Felix, my cat.
Like you said, Ollie, the crowd really comes up at this point, and Show gets color off the barbed wire. Fake barbed wire hack or real? You usually
I don't
judge.
know, but it doesn't look good when Flair's holding the bat with the barbed wire in one hand, that he doesn't even have his hand on the handle anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Styles is just great on the call here. He's talking about whoever thought we would see this, and he's really putting over the moment. And the crowd's really, really into this. Huh?
Well, that's true. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't see Flair in matches like that.
Yeah, it's like, I wonder if Joe Styles ever personally really thought he'd see Flair in a fucking ECW
Right,
ring. Like, that's
never.
straight shoot.
Exactly.
He hit him with some trash can shots, and Show kind of no-sold them. But then finally he took a chair shot, and Flair got some tacks. And he throws tacks on the ring, and Show takes some chair shots, and he finally goes down into the tacks to a huge
Falls on
pop.
the tacks and doesn't even fucking wince. Doesn't even make a fucking... He's just like...
Oh, he's so huge. I mean,
But it has to. He gets up like an angry bear, like
He's
a bear.
like a big pincushion.
And he just fucking bum rushes Flair. He choke slams him, and he uses the Cobra Clutch thing
And
for the
throws
finish.
him onto the tacks.
Or
is that after the pin?
He chokes him with the Cobra Clutch, and Flair's like bloody and lifeless, and you can see Big Show just like cinching it in on him, and the match is over there, and then Flair looks near death, and then in a great visual, Show just chucks him into the tacks for good measure afterwards. Dick first. Dick Flair, as Shane Douglas would call him. I love this, man. I fucking, for a spectacle of a match, a weird as fuck.
Oh, yeah, for these two, absolutely.
4.5 stars.
It was
I'm
way
giving
more
it.
than I expected.
And they did a great job in this match. Like you were saying, marrying like Tommy and that Paul thing. They did a great job of marrying Big Show to ECW in this match. You know, it might not be the best marriage, but they're making it work. They're putting tacks out there, the barbed wire. They're trying something. I love this match. It's weird as hell, but I'm going 4.5 stars for it. Ollie?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta give it a 4, man. I mean, I was like entertained as far as like the match goes. I mean, yeah, it might have started off a little bit slow, and how much did they really do? But you don't have to do a whole lot to have a great match.
Nope. Hack? What do you give it?
For those two, a 5.
Wow, he's dropping the 5 on it.
For those two,
I mean,
it
dude,
was
for
entertaining.
Flair at 57 and the Big Show.
I
It
know.
was entertaining, dude.
I know, and I said it last week when I told you guys we were doing the show. I was like, I remember this match as a classic, and it really held up still in
Oh,
2025.
God, quit put yourself over.
I'm not. I'm putting
I
them
was
over.
telling you, Jed, this is going to be a Hall of Fame WWE ECW
Why am I Southerner?
fifth
Fifth
episode.
Why are you
July 11th?
Why are you
2006?
Because Jed is Southern.
Okay.
from King of the Hill.
Yeah, okay. Ty, what do you give it?
No, I liked it. I would say I don't think it was all right. I mean, it was just the whole fact of Big Show and Flair doing that, like 3.5.
Somebody email us or something, and if your name's Jed, let us know if you're a hillbilly.
Okay.
Just saying.
Hillbilly Jed.
Next week on the show, we're doing AEW All In 2025.
Oh, that's the end?
Yeah, baby.
that's
go
it.
live,
That's it.
stadium.
That's it. Really hyped for that card, so we'll be doing that
Timeless
next week. on
Tony
the show.
Storm.
You got her taking it? Or Mercedes?
baby.
Okay.
Tony.
Okay. As always, listener questions, please send in to sandmanpod@gmail.com. Please leave a name and a town. That's all that Hack ever asks for. Paul from El Segundo writes in,
Segundo.
just discovered the pod after Hack was on Legion of Skanks and been catching up. You guys do great shit.
What's Legion of
All right,
Skanks?
Hack, you plugged it.
That's
you got a listener from Legion of Skanks.
The comedy
Up in
podcast
New York.
you did. Up in New York a couple weeks back. Been catching up. You guys
Yeah, I did dominate that show.
have to ask Hack, was there ever any instances where a wrestler didn't pony up for their fair share of some party favors? Keep killing it, boys. You guys are awesome.
No, you don't hang around with people like that.
Okay, they're not
Right,
getting
they're
invited.
just like mooches.
They're not getting invited to the party.
Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. Kyle from Chicago writes in, been catching up on the pod, and
Kyle,
I'm a big film buff.
where's he from?
Chicago.
Chicago.
I'm a big film buff. I nearly spit out my drink when I heard Hack reference the Maltese Falcon a few weeks back.
Nice.
As far as older,
Morocco, baby.
as far as older cinema goes, what are some of Hack's favorite films from the 40s, 50s, and 60s? Does Hack have a letterbox? Keep up the great work. This is the only wrestling podcast that's actually listenable.
Thanks,
A
buddy.
letterbox now, and anything of the Three Stooges, 30s, 40s, 50s is God.
Wizard of Oz.
You just saw that recently for the first time, right?
I did.
Top
It was
Gun
really
Maverick.
good. Top Gun Maverick.
One of Hack's favorites.
Tax go to.
Chris from the Italian Market
I
writes
feel
in,
the need for speed.
I always liked Test and Hardcore Holly and thought their intense style made them perfect additions to the new ECW roster. What are your overall thoughts on those two as workers, and did you interact with them much outside the ring? So you talked
Who were
about
the two?
Test and Bob Holly. So you already talked about Test, but how about Bob
Yeah,
Holly?
Bob not so much. He was too tense for. He was a tense guy.
And super stiff.
Oh yeah, he was stiff too. Oh my God, he was stiff. Yeah, and what was the test thing?
What did you like? Did you hang out with them outside of the ring? Did you interact with
Well,
them
yeah,
much?
each test there was so we were going to me, Stryker, his girl, that beautiful black girl with the curly do rag. That girl, Crystal.
Crystal, okay.
Yeah.
You know, remember the girl? It was us two and me, and then we were going to Test's house in St. Petersburg for New Year's Eve, and he was going out with Kelly, and by the time we drove down to his condo, we got into the limo. By the time we got to the bar, Kelly was so shit-faced we couldn't even go in. He goes, "We got to take her back there."
Did you ever?
Kelly was shit-faced
That was
by
your
the
New
time
Year's
we got
Eve.
to
Did
the
you ever
bar.
tell that deer story with Test on deer?
Yeah.
Did you tell?
don't know.
No, I mean on this.
Yeah.
About you and Test driving.
Yeah, driving, doing 80 miles an hour. We hit the deer, spun 3 times. We hit
You
the
never
deer
told
6.
that one.
No.
on here.
Yeah, with freaking. So me and Test is driving, and I feel like we're in Wisconsin or something like that. And Dreamer, and somebody else are behind us. But me and Test were the only ones in the car, and I'm summing up, so I'm almost like just getting ready to fall asleep. And we hit this deer doing 80 miles an hour. And then I remember the car spun around a couple times. So we get out, and the whole front of the car was caved in for like a foot. And I was like, well, what the frick did we hit? So I started walking because I wanted to because I knew we hit an animal because there was fur and stuff in the freaking grill and everything. So I started counting my steps. 65 paces. There was a big blood spot on the street, but no animal. Another like 20 steps, I found the freaking moose that we hit.
Jesus Christ.
We knocked the thing like 80 yards.
Oh my God.
Boom! In mid-air for 60 steps.
Jesus.
Hit the thing right in there, right on the double yellow line too. It was like a perfect kick. It was like Test kicking the head into the freaking thing. We kicked a moose into
Oh
the
my
freaking
God.
thing. Yeah, we could have died easily on that one.
He got 9 lives, man. He also said, quick side note on Hack's prior cane of the week. I would drain my bank account. I have to see Hack give a
All
stiff...
right, what do you need, buddy? You want to drain your bank account?
No.
I got a cane for you.
Yeah,
In
he
a
said-
picture, 8x10.
I have to give. I would love to see Hack give a stiff cane shot to Kevin Long. Keep up the good work, boys. The Phillies hitting coach he's talking about.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. We just scored 11 runs today.
Oh, you Johnny come lately. Up next is Heart Attack Rick. Right there.
Ricky.
Ricky,
Love
how's
dub.
that heart doing?
Love dub.
What's up
Love
to the
dub.
funky, hunky, dancing Hackosaurus Rex and his little dancing queens and the Blobosaurus too, I guess.
The Blobosaurus.
Yeah.
I love the Blobosaurus.
First things,
His arms are about the same as long as one.
first things first, Tosh, you motherfucking fat fuck. What did I tell you? Jerking off Hack's cane is my job, not yours. Wow. But since I'm a nice guy and Hack only lasts 10 seconds at a time, I guess I can share the lack of wealth because he's an old dirty bastard.
It's like an oxymoron almost. Like, you fucking piece of shit. I told you I was this fucking jerker offer.
Jesus Christ. Is it just me or does Hack look like a coked out whore in these episodes?
I did mention Ollie. I was like, Hack's actually in pretty good fucking shape right here for being like 46.
Okay, he said, then we got Kurt's wonky ass fucking promo. I think it was the blow talking more than Angle in all actuality. But to me, the only saving grace for this run of episodes was he just
Take
is
that,
so
Rick.
immature. Jesus Christ.
And that's all I have to say about that.
All right, Forrest.
It sounded so wet. It said to me the only saving grace in this run of episodes was the debut of CM Punk. CM Punk, CM Punk. The audience chanting knock sucks cocks. The Sabu and RVD segments were decent for what they were. The Big Show Flair was a fun match. Anyways, on to
He's
what...
on it.
Anyways, what to everyone wants to hear, my rating for this week. I give these couple of ECW episodes a Kevin Thorne split of blood to the camera out of a massive Big Show male camel dong toe. What? Out of a I've read that weird, but a massive Big Show male camel dong toe. And finally, fuck Kelly's expose. We need more Fat Boy Tosh stripping and dancing. Yes, I said it, you fat fucking fuck of a sexy man strutting your stuff. And keep on delivering the best fucking podcasts out there. And one more thing. Heel gunk, heel gunk, heel gunk. Rick out. Wow. Rick, that was...
As always, Rick, very well done.
We love you, Rick.
we love you, Rick. That was an all-timer there, man.
amazing.
Jesus Christ.
Other than being called a queen.
Yeah,
I like what
Yeah.
you called Tosh.
Fuck you. I like what he called you, a coked out old whore.
Yeah.
I like that better than a big blob of trash.
Isn't that what a coke whore is?
Yeah. Kevin from Dayton, Ohio writes in, Hack, there's currently a reveal of the greatest wrestling match ever poll going on Twitter.
Oh, God. This
Interest-
has to be Org, right?
Interested in hearing what Hack considers to be the greatest match of all time that he has personally ever seen. I know he probably won't have an answer, but keep up the great work, everyone.
Oh, dude, I don't know. Probably some of that Kenny Omega and Okada.
Kenny Omega and Okada,
Yeah.
one of their Tokyo Dome ones. That's
Coming up on Saturday, baby. Another one.
Oh, yeah, those two are back at it.
Yeah, it's
together.
more like Kenny Ospreay in like New Japan, like
yeah,
Yeah, Ospreay and that kid,
Fletcher.
oh, and his young kid,
Fletcher.
yeah.
Kyle Fletcher. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
Jesus
wow.
Christ.
That kid's great, too.
We've seen some great work this weekend, I'm sure of that. Next week on the show, AEW All In. But before we go, Hack, the cane of the week or the toast of the week?
Just putting over the Phillies pitching staff, dude.
There you go.
They absolutely deserve it.
Toast of the week there.
Peace.
We'll catch you next week.